Ethics comes from the word ethos in Greek, which means atmosphere. Ethics is kind of like culture. It's what you do when nobody's around to see you. We are building artificial intelligence engines that help people use their own data to create their own AI. I think this is such a fascinating topic right now because we get to choose how we want to set up the atmosphere for people to interact with AI. Hi, I'm Beth Rudden. I'm currently CEO and chairwoman of Bast AI. The norms, the memes, the tropes, the behaviors that you display as a result of what are the social rules or the social values that are unwritten. The Catholic Church was very good at setting up ethics because we know that when we walk into a Catholic church with ratty jeans, that we shouldn't really be there unless we're dressed in our finest duds and we're not cussing, and we display behavior because they've set up the atmosphere or the ethics in order for you to understand how you behave. We all look at behavior as cues for what are our ethics and how do our ethics show our values. I think this is such a fascinating topic right now because we get to choose how we want to set up the atmosphere for people to interact with AI. Using the Etruscan mirrors, they were post-Greek, so they had all these Greek mythology kind of symbols and stories on their Etruscan mirrors. But the Etruscan culture still shone through. So you could see like the Etruscan culture on the mirrors, even though the depictions were about Greek mythology, which was a different culture than the Etruscans. Ethics differ. A villain is a person that is emotionally committed to ignorance. So they have an emotional commitment to not understanding or not wanting to understand something. It's often known as prejudice, and it typifies somebody who believes that a group of people or they themselves are better than another human being or another group of human beings.
What is artificial intelligence?
Anything that can simulate human intelligence. But I, of course, because anthropology, love to define my terms and love to really think about this idea of artificial. Something can't come from nothing. That's not the provenance of humanity. We can't create something out of nothing. So artificial is not the right word. In order to create artificial intelligence models or to create models, the substance that we use is data. And data is an artifact of a human being. A data is an artifact of a human being's experience or a human being's behavior. Behavior is information. The idea that artificial intelligence is something that can simulate human intelligence, that's sort of what it does. But what it is, maybe, the word is ancestral intelligence. And I like that a lot. And that comes from a friend of mine, Adam Starcaster. And I like the idea of ancestral intelligence because it codifies in the meaning of it that it is coming from like our ancestors, and our data is, the output of all of our behaviors and our experiences that come from like the ancestral understanding of how those things got there. And so I propose we rename it and we stop calling it something like artificial, because it is not artificial. It comes from something.